Today again we're looking at Dewalt lasers. We have over here 3 lasers mounted to the metal stud here by magnets, and all of these 3 lasers are 088. The numbers shared. So this one is DW088, this one is DCE088G for the green line, and this one is DCE08R for the red line. Okay. So when we talk about these lasers, who are the type of people that are going to use the lasers? Well, for one thing, we have an engineer that will probably prefer the compact laser like this with alkaline batteries. They'll be using this to check any building that's going on. Okay? Whereas these two are more robust. They have the power tool battery system, 10.8 volt from Dewalt or 12 volt from Dewalt, and they can fit into the systems that most general contractors have, or builders or civil engineers. We'll be using this to build whatever. In this case, most of the things that we're doing today is interior, because 90% or 95% of the use of these cross-line lasers is interior, as well as up against the vertical surface. These are ideal for that kind of application. Okay. So the first thing that customers look for in a laser is the visibility of the line. Okay. So what do we have here? We have 2 red line lasers. I'm going to turn this one on for a second, and as you can see, this is sort of the standard of the industry for visibility. We have conditions here of daylight. That's what people will be working in, interior daylight. So with a normal camera, that's what you're getting. And we also sell each one of these kits. Zia has a pair of glasses there. These are the red enhancing glasses, and with the glasses on, you'll see what happens in the visibility. So that's why we sell the glasses in the kit, to enhance the visibility. Why? Because it's the #1 thing that the customer looks for. Okay. Similarly, with the visibility, I'll just turn off the red lines now. The #1 thing the customer looks for is visibility, and one way to give them that is to change the color to green, because the eye picks up green much more easier, and it's 4 times as visible as the red line, even without the enhanced glasses. But we also give enhanced glasses for the green line. And Zia has the glasses there, and we can show the difference. Once you put the enhancement there, it becomes much more visible. So if you have a lot of sunlight on the project, this enhancement will help you. Okay? So we'll just leave these off for now. What are some of the applications where people are using green line? I mentioned that this is ideal for anything that's mounted on a vertical surface, because you have a cross line to the front. So, for example, tiles. We have the tiles set up here, and I'll use the green line now. As you're building, you'll set that first tile according to your laser. Oops. You just set it up here, right in the center there, so that we have a reference. Okay. And now, if you look at especially at the horizontal line is catching the bottom tile here at the top of the tile, and it goes up to the center of the line here. So these are slightly off. Similarly, in the vertical, we have one that's about 2 millimeters here and 4 millimeters here. So it means our tiles are a bit off. So maybe the person putting them in used only a laser level to put them in, or something that's less accurate, or maybe they went by eye. Could be as well. So here, by having a laser, you can eliminate all of those discrepancies and make sure that you have exactly true vertical and horizontal tiles when you put them on. Another case here is that cupboard up top. If we line that cupboard up, we can take a known reference, for example, from the corner here. When we're putting kitchen cupboards, this is where these cross lines come in very handy. I'll just take it on the corner here. 1 second. We'll get that right close to the corner as we can. Okay, right about there. Okay, so let's talk about the horizontal line first. We see that the horizontal line is about 2 millimeters from the bottom here, whereas on this side, the horizontal line goes up to almost 1.5 centimeters. So this cupboard, by the way, we did it deliberately to show you, but it's off, and if they had used a laser to install it, that would have been straight. Similarly on the vertical, it's about 1 centimeter down here, and it's just off the edge of the top corner there. So it means that in order to get this straight and true, somebody would have to use a laser to install it, and that's the most accurate way to do it. Okay? We can also do things like check our cupboard down here. We'll get this one out of the way. How are we doing for time? Good. We'll just get it in line with a reference line here to the top of that cabinet top. Okay, and again I'll get the corner in place as close as I can. Alright, I'll get the corner a little bit over this way. Okay. So again, let's talk about the horizontal. This way we can check here also the horizontal. See at the front we're at about 4 or 5 centimeters, and at the back is about 6 or 7 centimeters. So we're sloping down here on the countertop. Had we used a laser to install it, we could check that and make sure by leveling that all of that is straight and true before handing it over to the customer. Look at this line as well. We're a bit out there too because the line goes off here, whereas down here the line is down about 6 centimeters, 6 millimeters. Vertically as well, we're out. The line starts here in the corner and ends in the middle of the board down there. So this could have been done a lot more accurately had somebody used a laser to install it. Okay, so that's a couple of the main applications when putting something on a vertical surface. You could also do things like this. Okay, when I'm installing my windows, I want to make sure that my windows are square. So one way of doing that is to mount it on the Dewalt. This is our light duty a tripod with the camera mount. And as you see here, all three of these lasers have the camera mount and the 5/8. This is unlike our rotary lasers that have only the 5/8 mount. Okay, these have both. The other rotary lasers are too heavy for the small mount. That's how you can use the light duty. By the way, this does not replace this. Both of these should be still active. Okay. So what am I checking here? I have a reference line here, and if you see here, I'm low on the reference line. Can you see that here? And it's catching where it should be on this side, but I'm low here. So we've gone way too high on this corner by a couple of millimeters. So just by using a laser, we could have had that much more true in the construction process. So now I want to go, this is the height limit of this light duty. If I want to go a bit higher, then I can choose my heavy duty construction laser tripod, BE0735 for your reference. And then put it up here. We have a bracket here, and this will be the last application. Okay. So we're checking here the door jamb. Okay. I put that in place. I lock it in, and I make sure that my vertical is up with the door jamb there. And we've already set the height here, so you can see that it's along the line of the door. We let that stabilize, and we can see that the door frame has been put in very, very accurately. Both the vertical and that horizontal are right on. Okay? So now if there's problems with the door, you know that you have to adjust the door at the hinges and not the door jamb, because that's been put in very accurately. Okay, so we've shown you 3 or 4 different applications where really the cross-line laser really shines. Okay? We have the environment here of daylight interior. So because this is 30-meter working length, and because the accuracy is 0.3 millimeters over 1 meter, or 3 millimeters over 10 meter, it means that we have something that excels in this kind of environment. We also have the enhancing glasses, which we talked about, makes the visibility higher. Visibility, accuracy, and working distance. 3 of the top CTQs are critical to quality for the customer. I hope this video helps you guys to sell this from a product knowledge point of view as you go out there in the field, finding the different type of end users that will use this, especially engineers and construction workers or contractors. Thanks again for watching the video, and we'll be back with another one hopefully shortly.